Rob Pratt's neighborhood, making a wonderful stop here today because of a major event. It's the Keystone Mountain Lakes Regional Council of Carpenters. That brotherhood emblem, very familiar and famous in our area. They do just about everything, great union labor, including the roads that you travel on, okay? Now, why are we here today? It's simple. Today is their annual open house and expo, and they will have many of their talented union carpenters doing what they do best, building. They'll have all sorts of demonstrations and competition. You're gonna meet some great vendors, and you're gonna meet the man behind bringing those great trainees into this amazing facility. He's David Plutt, and he joins me right now. And there's gonna be over 1,000 people here today, a magnificent event right on Ridge Road in Robinson Township. They'll be signing in here, high school students and students from some of the career training centers, and then they're gonna meet this man and his amazing staff. As I told you earlier, we are here to talk to David Plutt. He is the training director here at this wonderful facility. So after they sign in here, obviously they've got a lot to do, right?
That's correct, Rod. They'll hook up with an apprentice or one of our instructors, and we'll go on a tour of our facility and display all the events that are going to happen today at our training center.
All right, now listen, this is the demo area. Dave Plutt, who is the training director here at the Keystone Mountain Lakes Regional Council of Carpenters, as we continue our tour. It is their 2016 Open House and Expo. And what happens, all of those students from various high schools and career training centers get to come here and test their skills. Pretty fun, huh?
Great opportunity for these CTC students. They come in our training center here and they get to see what actually our apprentices are doing, what their future is going to bring for them. We have roof demonstrations here, different types of roofs, gable roofs, hip roofs. We also show them how to install casework, door hardware, install cabinetry, kitchen cabinets, wall cabinets, baseboard, casing, all kind of different skills that these CTC students are going to need in their future, especially if they come into our program.
We all know great artists like Rembrandt and Picasso, but this is from the heart. I believe that people that really become carpenters and make a living at it and doing some of the things that you're seeing here and he talked about, I hope you all understand that it's just as important as that other kind of art, and it's such a big part of our economy, and you'll have an opportunity to learn all of those skills. If you like working with your hands and you're looking for a future, this is the place you want to be. Now to design and build as we continue here at the Keystone Mountain Lakes Regional Council of Carpenters Open House and Expo. You're going to meet a collaborative team here showing their wares, their magic, because when they get together, it's pretty special. And we're talking about the graduating apprentices along with the architects and contractors.
We have 6 teams competing. And again, Rod, it's a 4th-year graduating apprentice. So one of our contractors and our young architects combine together, design and build a project to our criteria. We have certain guidelines and parameters which they have to work within a budget. They have to design a schedule, have to order their material, and the architect has kind of a little bit of freedom, but we do restrain them a little bit. Each individual is represented by a different color. The carpenters are in blue, the architects are in gray, and the contractor is in black.
And remember, it's always good to have that contractor in the black. That's another sign of success, and that's what they do here today as we continue our tour right now. Up next, we've got an amazing competition, and it all comes down to these carpenters doing what they do best with all this great wood. Tell us about it, Dave.
Today, in our general carpentry exposition here, we have 6 contestants also in here, but they're going to construct a component of a bridge. There's 6 components that are going to come together. Each component represents one of our trades within our union, which would be the pile drivers, the heavy highway, the millwrights, the mill cabinets, the floor cover, and the commercial carpenter. By the end of the day, all things going well, and hopefully we complete it, we're going to fly each piece in with an overhead crane to construct the bridge, and by the end of the event, people will be able to actually walk across this bridge. They also, once they complete their bridge, to make it more challenging for the carpenters, we have a Simon's panel form, a pier form. They have to construct the Simon's panel pier form as if you're pouring concrete with some anchor bolts in it. Once they complete that, again, we don't want them to think that it's easy out in the real world. We also have a trim project for them, which is installing some cromwell in around a pentagon-shaped piece of plywood, just to give them a little bit of a challenge on the fine finish work.
What we're going to do here now in Rob Pratt's neighborhood, we're going to head outside and we're going to show you some of my favorite people. Heavy highway, your pile drivers, scissor lifts, and of course those amazing booms that they use as far as the heights that only the pros should be working at. It all comes down to this: steel, ladies and gentlemen. And you're about to take an amazing look outside at some of their wares, right, Dave?
Yes, we're going to go outside. The heavy highway, they have no competitors today. They just have some demonstrators today. To do heavy highway competition would be kind of difficult to build a bridge here. So we just happen to do a demonstration out there. They'll be completing an entire deck on a bridge, sides, ramparts, everything else you're going to need. And the pile drivers, we have our crane out here. They'll be driving piling demonstration out in our parking lot also. Some people have no idea what a pile driver actually does, so it's a great opportunity to give some awareness to what the pile drivers actually do.
If you've ever wondered how they get the pier in the river and the bridge on top of it while the water is there, you can ask that question and many others, and they'll be more than happy to give you the facts. That, what you just saw, was a Lincoln Electric mobile welding unit. Part of their amazing day here today is learning the basics when it comes to welding, thanks to the good folks at Lincoln Electric. Dave, talk about some of the basics and why welding is so significant, especially when you're building bridges.
Well, building bridges, Lincoln Electric, really have to say kudos and thanks to them. They bring in their truck every year for our exposition here, demonstrations. But welding is huge in our industry. Heavy highway carpenters, millwrights, and pile drivers all have to be certified when they graduate our apprentice program in welding certification. The commercial, we don't have a certification, but we have journeyman upgrade classes where they can get their certifications. Welding is crucial to these disciplines in our trade here. They truly are. We have 3 different types of welding here at our training center. We have MIG welding, TIG welding, and stick welding here at the training center. And also, we just purchased virtual welders, which is fantastic for the younger generation who've never welded before. Gives muscle memory skills, techniques on how to weld without anybody having to worry about getting burnt, flashed, wasted material, burning up rods. It's fantastic tools from Lincoln Electric.
Mill cabinet, demonstration and competition, and also the use of technology and how it really has advanced this part of their amazing craft at the Keystone Mountain Lakes Regional Council of Carpenters, right, Dave?
Yes, this is a mill cabinet shop. We have a couple contestants here in our mill cabinet shop. They're designing a bench similar to our project upstairs, but this bench is actually was requested by the Botanic Gardens of Pittsburgh. They're going to compete. It consists of one of the 5 human senses. So each bench is designed for one of these 5 human senses. And after the competition, we're donating these benches to the Botanic Garden to use in our project that we did last year, which was our Sensory Garden project we built last year for the Botanic Gardens also. So they kind of tie this year's project into last year's project also.
You know, also up next, we're going to be talking now and showing you some of interior designs, and it's time for a little history lesson 101. You think of many of the immigrants who came to this country at the turn of that last century when Carnegie, Frick, and Morgan were building America. A lot of them learned the craft of, well, being a plasterer, which is still an amazing craft today. But moving decades forward, now it's all about drywall, and it has really become high-tech, hasn't it?
Correct. Our interior system shop is state-of-the-art. We have 6 competitors today. They all should be competing. They get their blueprint interpretation, how to read their drawings, and make it very, very difficult. It's not a straight wall because for some reason, no offense to the architects, they don't like to draw straight walls anymore. Everything has to be raised, squares, octagon, nothing square. It's all different shapes. So it's going to be a challenge for our carpenters this year to do this project, but it'll be a great event in the end.
And now it's about floor covering. And today, it's all about demonstrations and competition, and they've got to work with a blueprint, right?
Correct. On this area here is our floor covers demonstration here. We have, again, the 4th year graduating apprentices from the floor covers. They're competing against each other for quality, time, skill levels, and to work with various different products to challenge them. And this, again, it's nothing square or straight. I believe it's all triangle shaped and on a diagonal to give them a challenge, what they're going to come across out in the field.
And now our last stop, and we're going to open the doors and you're going to enter their beautiful auditorium, because many of these high school students and from these career training centers in our area, those students are meeting some of the best when it comes to, hopefully, their future. Well, that'll put a wrap on an amazing day today, and we are finishing where you just saw many students moments ago who just left learning from the best. And again, I want to thank Dave Plutt, who is the training director here at the Keystone Mountain Lakes Regional Council of Carpenters. This is something you guys really look forward to, huh?
Correct, Rob. It's our signature event of the year for us here at the Carpenters Training Center. A lot of preparation goes into it. It's really well worth it. We have 1,000 people coming through today. the CTCs, vendors, people, past members, current members, families. It's a great opportunity for us to expose ourselves to the rest of the world, what we have to offer here to produce the best carpenters available.
Hopefully they all got here, but if they didn't, what would you say to a parent or to a high school student or someone who's really, in their opinion, in a job that just isn't giving them the rewards that they would like to see out of their life? And if they like to work with their hands and they like to work, what would you tell them?
It's a fantastic opportunity for anyone. You don't need any skill set to come here, apply, and become an apprentice. We will teach you everything you need to know. If you already have that handset skills, then that'll really help benefit you in our program. But it's a great opportunity. It's a career. We don't consider it a job. We consider it a career. It's a very good business to be in.
Listen, it is what you put into it. And anytime you see anybody representing union labor, give them a thumbs up. The reason being, it's simple. They keep our economy growing every day to make it a better place for all of us. Have yourself a great rest of the day. And remember, look for us because we'll be looking for you.